Alrighty. Okay, actually, I just remembered. The last thing I did in this game was I entered the ruined Western Mansion trademark that is home of the Prism Rivers. Except the Prism Rivers aren't in this game, so Flandre was there because Flandre was there. After that, I think I just did the sub-story stuff, and then I didn't actually continue on with the main story. I think that's correct. If I'm wrong, let me know. But we'll see when the game opens, which it is not. It is not opening. It is still loading. It has been loading for almost 30 seconds. It is... I don't think it's gonna open. Okay. I can't close it. It's refusing to close. Okay. Alright, I'm going to Task Manager. I'm going to close it with Task Manager. Now I'm going to reopen it. Okay, here we go. Bang. I think this happened before. Okay, yeah, because there's a card that shows up on that screen, but it just didn't load. Alright, well there it is. Now works. Now works. We're good. Just... Wait a minute. Did that say it was forbidden to stream this game over the internet? Did it say that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did that just say that was I am performing illegal action? Well, surely not, because I've been doing this for like 3 weeks total time now, right? That would explain the lack of attention to the game. Maybe it doesn't apply to me because international law or some bullshit like that. Alright. Doppelganger. Somehow I've been playing this game for 13 hours. That's kind of impressive. Okay. So, I believe I've done all the side stories for everybody. Except for Flandre. Let me just... Nani ka shira. Asobonai. Yes. Okay. Alright. Let's continue the game. We're going to Rural Road. A path where fields stretch onwards, located on the outskirts of the human village. Okay. I think they meant you shouldn't offer pirate copies of this game. How? Oh, okay. Why didn't they, you know, they should probably just put the federal warning about piracy as a crime. Do you remember those, chat? Those were a lot more prominent in the days of VHS, huh? Like, you got the federal warning at the start of your VHS that was like, warning, it is a crime to record and distribute this. You could be fined up to. And anti-piracy stuff, like the anti-piracy stuff that you see a lot in like those more, like, would you call them creepypastas? I don't know, you know what I mean though, right? Like that trend of like spookies where it's like anti-piracy and the anti-piracy is like scary and it's like kind of like that. They actually did that. Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like the stuff I'm talking about is shit that's clearly made up well after the fact, and it's replicating stuff of that era, and it's presenting itself as found footage from this era, right? And it's like, at first it's like, ooh, it's kind of believable, and then it gets fucking like stupid. Who was that guy? There was a guy, he was uploading supposed beta footage of like Mario 64. I think his name was Green Mario. I think his name was Green Mario, but he just uploaded a couple like CRT filtered, like recorded on an actual CRT type deal, and he uploaded a couple videos about a supposed like beta Mario 64. This is like at the height of the whole every copy of Mario 64 is personalized type of deal. But the thing is, that guy uploaded a couple videos and then he just kind of stopped. I think he realized that there's a good stopping point for that leaves enough of a taste to be like, ooh, that was good, but also not enough of a taste to make you think, man, I want more. But you know you don't want more. It's exactly what happens when you, like, eat a burger. You know? Like, you know when you eat a burger and it's like, oh, you eat a whole burger and you're like, damn, that was so good, I could eat another one. But then you get another burger and you get halfway through it and you're like, I don't want to see this burger anymore. That's what he did. He gave you the burger, he didn't give you seconds. So you're thinking to yourself, man, that was good, I want more. And you're not actually in a situation where you're like, fuck, man, I ate too much, this is awful. That's what he did. He got out while it was still good. And I was like, oh, cool. Unkillable Shredder on pirate copies of TMNT 3. The fuck is TMNT 3? What are the other two? Alright, streamer, stop talking. Start talking. Gotcha. 18 days after the start of the spell Carnival. Okay. There are no leads about the imposter. There weren't many sightings of her to begin with either. This will go faster if we can meet with Yukari, but this time she hasn't interfered with me once. Butosai. Maybe she just honestly wants you to enjoy the spell Carnival. That just sounds extra suspicious. It's kind of hard to pick up on Japanese language when they speak it fast. Now I'm trying to be acutely aware of like sounds I hear, but then the rest of the sentence goes by so fast, I'm like, oh fuck. Eat Temi Yuka. I guess I'll try going somewhere. Itemio. Did you think of something? Whenever I'm stumped, it's best to leave it to my intuition. Okay. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Manhattan Project. Listen, I actually don't know what you're talking about. Unless you're talking about a beat 'em up, in which case I know of one TMNT beat 'em up, and I don't know what it's called. I didn't know there were this many TMNT games. Legitimately. I played the ones on the GameCube that were inspired by like the 4Kids version, the more grungy version that we know, that some people probably remember. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, turtles counting on 1, 2, 3, 4 turtles. That one, the one with like the cool art style. That one was great. I like that era of Ninja Turtle personally. I think that's a very strong era of Ninja Turtle. Where are we going? Just tell me already. Are. There. I know what are means. To the pillar. You know there was an episode in that show where like I think Donatello goes to the future and then he like gets sent back, but like the future is fucked. The future's absolutely fucked. Like Shredder is just, he wins. The turtles are like, some of them are dead. And like when Donatello leaves, he doesn't like fix the future, he simply escapes back to his time, and it's like kind of like a warning to like, you gotta do something about this. But like he doesn't save the future, he simply gets away from the doomed future that he entered. That's an emergency vehicle. The pillars, the last time we checked it out, there's nothing there, right? Yeah, every time the guy who made the Mousers failed, Shredder would like fucking remove his limbs to a point where he was like actually just a brain in a jar, which is like, they don't show it, but that character might be the most detailed like showing of a villain. You know how it's always like, oh, you failed the villain, now they're gonna kill you or punish you, but like you don't see that guy getting punished on screen, but every time he comes back next episode, he's like, something has happened to him to a point where he doesn't even have a physical body anymore, but he's still working for Shredder. But like, you don't see this happening, but you can very easily connect the dots. Like, oh, every time this guy fails, something bad happens to him. But he's still fucking working for him. Why is he still working for him? We learned a lot about Ruin, so I thought it might be worth investigating it again. I'm sorry, I need to pay attention to the game. I get it, so that's your intuition. Early pirate copies of Stalker, Call of Pripyat. There was a crash to prevent you from going to the final location. I heard, I saw that Spyro 3, I think it is. Spyro Enter the Dragon, I think is the one. There's a pirated version of Spyro that is very notorious for like removing collectibles from your inventory and making you have to replay levels. Removing your HP, so everything is basically a one-shot. And then there's a timer on the final boss to reset and delete your entire save file. So that's pretty funny. I don't know if it'll hit the mark though, and there's one more thing that bothers me. Listen, man, I actually do believe that anti-piracy measures should be as rude and time-wasting and unforgiving as possible. Because if you play a pirated copy and it's like, hey, you're playing a pirated copy, maybe don't, and you play it all the way through and the game's like, how about you go fuck yourself? Who are you gonna complain to, right? You kind of accepted that when you got your pirated copy. So I'm of the belief that a pirated copy should in fact make your life fucking miserable if you try to play it, because that's funny. That's mega funny. Earthbound does it. Earthbound ups the encounter rate astronomically, and then the game crashes on Gygas and then deletes your save file. That shit is funny. The pirate stuff in Spyro could trigger if the disc was scratched. I didn't know that, but one of the NPCs in the first area will actually, like, they have a line that they'll tell Spyro if the game is detecting that you may be playing a pirated copy. So you can know if you're playing, if the game thinks you're playing a pirated copy by that. I mean, there was also the infamous Fire Red and Leaf Green anti-piracy, which I'm not even sure if it's real. It was a very popular image for a long time, but it was the SSAN guy who says, by the way, if you like this game, buy it or die. I have no idea if that image is actually legit or if it's doctored, but that is a very, very well-known image in terms of like video game piracy. Alright. I don't know if I'll hit the mark though, and there's one more thing that bothers me. This is the kind of conversation we're supposed to have when I'm playing fucking Simpsons, alright? God damn it. Well, it's not that the anti-piracy stuff necessarily gets patched out, it's that emulators get more sophisticated and they circumvent the anti-piracy checks. And that's kind of what happened. Emulators are too sophisticated to actually trigger anti-piracy unless you go out of your way to make it so it will. Which is funny how we've kind of gone backwards like that. But yeah, piracy things are kind of, at this point, they don't really work anymore. So here you are, Reimu. I've circled over the surface for many days and nights in pursuit of you. Why don't you just hang out at my house? Whoa, you're from the animal realm. Precisely, I am the leader of the Keiga family. Kumicho. Kurokoma no Saki. Saki Kurokoma. If you're here, does that mean you're also participating in the Spell Carnival? Indeed, I was confused when I was first thrown here, but it's quite an amusing festival. I've heard that whoever survives to the end of this battle will have one wish granted. Pokemon anti-piracy. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Gem 5 have an error that is incorrectly believed to be anti-piracy, but it's actually from an error with the infrared chip. Are you talking about the no EXP gain anti-piracy? I didn't know that was in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but I know that comes from Gen 5, and that inspired a whole fucking series of challenges based on, can you beat the game without gaining EXP? Harder copies won't have the chip. Coincidentally works as anti-piracy. Oh. Weird. I don't know what that means at all. I'll win this competition and become the ruler who conquers the surface. You did have that ambition, didn't you? Catch that person! It's Bird. Oh, it's Utsuhu. Oh, if it isn't the raven who bestowed food to me just a moment ago. Give back the rice ball I made. Give me that. Chad, I have a question. This is kind of important. So first of all, Saki has a long ponytail here, and she has a tail. So let's address that for a second here. I can clearly see the scrunchie, and I can see the ponytail, and I can also see the tail coming from under her skirt, which is huge, by the way. Like, I know it's picking up wind, but that shit is like, well, I guess that's the cloth hanging off the back. But also, her belly button is so incredibly clear through the fabric that I'm not really sure what to make of the fabric that she's wearing. Is it just like, is it like very thin, or is it just like what is that? Why can I see her belly button so clearly there, right? What's going on? How naive. You'll need more horsepower in order to catch me. Ha ha ha, I get it. That rice ball you took was for my bento. The rice ball I have here is the one I was going to give you. Oh, will you grant me another one? You're a kind individual. I told you that's not it. Listen to what I'm saying. What are those guys doing? Who knows? Let's ignore them and head to the pillar. Wait. Welcome back. Reimu, Marissa, I cannot allow you to run off. Do you have some kind of business with us? But of course, especially Reimu, I searched for you to fulfill our vow. Now the time for our duel is at hand. Our vow. Ugh, this is starting to feel like a pattern. Hey, Shrine Maiden, help me get back my rice ball. I'll give you a rice ball too. Putting aside whether that horse will give it back, it looks like I have no choice but to fight. We might get some info about the other Reimu too. Now, let's mutually assist one another. The time to settle this is at hand. You who called me a worthy rival. Does anyone remember how this conversation between these characters went in the extra stage? I will admit, I played Saki's extra stage, I think, twice. Beat it on the second try, and then never really ever experienced it after that ever again. So I don't really know or remember anything that she said to Reimu, who I played as, or Marissa or Yomu, because, well. What did my imposter even say? Oh, never mind. This is related to the actual the in-game story. I'm real curious about the details. Tried and maiden, a powerful adversary in the spell carnival. I, the jet black celestial horse, shall strike you down. Now, it's interesting that they translated that as celestial horse, because you can clearly hear her say Pegasus. So, you know, I don't know. It's just, they didn't translate Bento. Bento was just there, but they translated Pegasus? Why would they translate Pegasus? Doesn't that seem kind of strange? Anyway, it's time to fight. We must battle. What the fuck is this? Why is Alice in a 1v1? Oh, right. Okay. Well, I guess Alice is just gonna be there, and everybody... I don't care. Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Crush. 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 Triangle chase. Whoa, that was kind of cool, actually. Whoa, shit, how you doing? I gotta, like, be careful. Okay, alright. So, yeah. Now, you know I'm saving for Label Tame, right? I'm saving for Label Tame. Okay. Kya. Hey. Koto aru. Come on. Bring it in, boys. Bring it in. Yeah. Here we go. Cha. Cha. Cleave. Everybody is fine. Muscle explosion. Oh shit! Hoya! She's okay. Kore wa dou da? Oh. I'm sure that's fine. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's fine. Cha. Hide. Hide. Musel explosion. Oh yeah, I forgot bombs exist. I forget what button that does that. Levitain. Yeah. Cooker. One more flying, one more. Sweep. The only thing I need is that move. You died, Reimu. Stage 16 cleared. Sleight of hand. Bam-bam-ba-dum. Bam-bam-ba-dum. Okay. As expected, you reveal no weaknesses. I have lost utterly. You need a little red destruction child, and maybe you will do better. Looks like we managed to win. She's so fast. This ended in my defeat, but I'm satisfied simply by fulfilling our promise. Do you not feel the same? The person you made that promise with wasn't me. Wait, it was not? Whatever do you mean? The Reimu you talked to was a fake. The real Reimu didn't meet up with you. Nani? A fake, you say? In that case, what becomes of my promise? Yakusoku. Love that word. Yakusoku. I did fight Reimu, but it wasn't with the Reimu I made a promise with, so then I didn't fulfill my promise? If it were a fake Reimu, it wasn't the real Reimu, so I couldn't fulfill my promise with the fake to fight Reimu? Looks like she's getting confused. Maika. Well, there's no use in letting it bother me. The fact that I gave my all against Reimu has not changed. That's some positive thinking. Marissa, I don't need your comments, you know, let the girl exist. Hey Saki, how come you wear sleeves that are hanging on your upper arms that are detached from your shoulders? Oh, I'm glad you asked. They match my top. Yeah, they do, but why are you wearing like skin tight pink and then like a beige skirt and then like a brown flannel? Please explain why your outfit looks like it's stitched together. But look at aren't they cool? The little tufts that come off of my yeah, they're really cool. Sure, they're great. But like, why are they there and how are they staying there? If they're staying on your arm like that, they must be like pretty tight, right? They gotta be tight enough to not slide around. Shouldn't you be asking Reimu this? Well, I mean, yeah, I should, but I can clearly see the tension point on her sleeves because the ribbons are, you see the ribbons? Those are locking the cloth to her arm. Now, granted, there's obviously some elastic of some sort on her band there where the frills start, but like, you know, it's not as clear as Reimu's little bow, because you can see how the cone shape goes in and out like that. Yeah, you see, but it's stupid. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if it's stupid. It still works. Maybe not the best. To be honest with you, chat, I don't understand how Saki's outfit actually stays up. Now, I'm no clothes genius. I wear a t-shirt and I wear pant and or short. But like, girls wear clothes and they wear clothes that have like no straps like this and they just stay up on their body, and it's like, how do clothes stay up on their body like that? I actually don't know. I don't know. My knowledge of clothing extends to me putting on a shirt. How do they do it? How do you wear clothes that don't have any support over your shoulders? How do they stay perfectly upright to cover your chest? Right? How do they do it? Because this is like real thing for clothes too. You ever see a wedding dress? They do it too. They do it too. Wedding dresses are open neck like that, and they don't have any like straps. There's no visible straps over the shoulder. It's like, how do they do it? Glue? I don't believe you. I think you're having a laugh at my lack of knowledge on the subject. I think you're laughing at me. You're giggling to yourself. Like this guy will probably believe it's glue. Gorilla Glue industry grade. I don't know how it works. Clothing doesn't make any sense. That was a pleasant match. I must thank the great yokai who hosts this spell carnival. What are you going to do now? You can't return to the animal realm because of the barrier, right? Indeed, I will have time until the spell carnival ends. Holy shit, the wind is blowing outside. So I can continue scouting the surface to conquer it. Ah, so you haven't given up on that. Dewa mata ao. Let us meet again. By the way, don't you need to go after Utso? I forgot Utso was here. Hmm? Why? Well, you were talking about a rice ball. Ah! That's right! Why didn't you get it back? Don't look at me. Come on, if you don't chase her now, you'll lose her. You meanie shrine maiden, you twisted magician. Hey, give me back my rice ball. Jigoku Kurasu. Oh, Hellraven, will you travel the surface with me? Alright, let's head to the pillar. I'm starting to get hungry with all that talk about rice balls. Saki has joined you. Oh yeah, I guess she would, wouldn't she? Alright. Mission 20. Myouren Temple. Saki's ability, Unmatched Leg Strength, increases the cost of grazing and speeds up her spell gauge charge rate. While grazing, travel time and invincibility time also increase, making her easy to fill spell gauge with. She has some nice fucking boots. I mean, she also has nice legs, but that's kind of given, considering the character that she is. You can't make a character and be like, wow, their strength as a character is in their legs, and then not give them nice legs. It just doesn't work. It doesn't actually work. Alright, let me see. I gotta put her on the team. Who's getting excommunicated? You. Ha 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 ha. Kurokoma Saki. Wait. The level layout has changed entirely. Red rabbit, blue rabbit. Oh, cool. Okay. So what does she do? Who knows? Oh, by the way, chat. MGS Delta, I said before, it comes out on Tuesday, I think, but I think that there's early copies and the embargo has lifted. So some people probably have access to that game right now, and they'll probably start uploading stuff soon. So be ready. Hope you're ready for a resurgence of Metal Gear Solid 3 posting. It's coming. It's coming! Alright, here we go. No, go that way. Wow, Saki starts with a lot of meter. What do you do? Ace spell card charge. Oh! Oh! Oh, she can use meter to charge the fucking meter! Oh boy! Alright. No, I'm label-taining. I'm label-taining. Make no mistake. Charge your meter. Oh, this is the best character in the game. These two together are envoys of destruction. Ready? Begin! Wow! The bunnies! They make noises! Holy shit. Holy shit. Korewado. Meteor charger. Meteor charger. Alright. Ready? We're okay. Meteor charge. Yeah! Activate kill. Activate kill mode. Alright. Well, I hope that the people who get it on Steam enjoy it. It sucks to hear that it's not running on console, but I guess that's not too surprising. Oh, she's out of range. Got her. I didn't kill her. Kill her! Kill her! Thank you. Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, ha, ha. Oh, 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 oh. Charge! Charge! Show her the power of the Hakurei no Miko. Everybody get over there and activate kill mode. Ha! Okay, alright. That is in fact the MVP. Make no mistake. Leaf failing? That doesn't matter. None of that matters. None of that matters. None of that matters. Oh, booby. Saki is a force to be reckoned with. I should probably give her something. Can I make her AP charge go up? It makes it go down. Is that good? Is that good? I can't tell if that's a good thing. AP chart, I guess that is a good thing. Who has the rare crystal flower? Fucking give it back. Who's got the rare crystal flower? Give it back. You do. Give me that. Give me that back. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, welcome to the team. You got... Okay, everybody's got fine... You really need a better weapon than that, my girl. Powerful spell card. She talks! Okay. Better. Summon doll. Tripwire. Doesn't matter. None of it matters. The only thing that matters is Gubu. Gubu here can destroy thing. Okay. I'm ready. Fake promise. Well, before that, we gotta go read. Here we go. Okay. There's Saki. Hold on. We gotta... We have $80,000. Give me a normal fortune. Yeah. Small luck. Saki, surface domination plot. 7 days after the start of the spell Carnival. Okay, so this was like 10... This is 11 days prior to running into her. How the fuck did you not find... How did Saki not find Reimu for 11 days? So this right here is going to basically explain that she ran into fake Reimu. But that literally just said it's been 11 days since meeting up with the real Reimu. How do you miss Reimu for 11 days? Literally just stand in front of her house and eventually you will run into her. Oh, if it isn't Reimu, what's up? Like, that's all you gotta do. It works. You know, there was a point in time where people looked at these two characters and were like, yep, that's the same woman. That was a funny era. It's because of Zun's art style more than anything, but yeah, Saki was called Cowboy Aya because she looked a lot like Aya. And even here, when they're very clearly different, they still have enough similarities to them that you can imagine in Zun's art style. It's like, oh, alter ego. Aya and Yeehaw Aya. I apologize for having you come all the way here. There's something I'd like to ask your advice on. Yes, I don't mind. What's the matter? I wish to create a frontline base for the Keiga family on the surface, but I don't know the customs here. What should I do to blend in without being suspected by humans and yokai? The first thing you could do is take off that fucking 10-gallon hat. That sticks out like a sore... Where did you even get that? First of all, how much do Japanese people know about cowboys? That's something that I've never actually thought much about, but like... How far does Japanese understanding of cowboys go? Why is Saki a fucking cowboy? What's going on here? Why is she a cowboy? So that's what this is about. What if you create a company as a front for cover while you slowly spread your influence? Hey, stop giving her ideas. I don't quite understand, but in other words, I should found a company. Isn't English really cool? You see how it said I should found a company? And it's like, that sounds stupid, but that actually is a proper sentence. Like, you wouldn't say find a company, because you're not finding it, but found as in starting is what's being used here. But at a glance, it looks really stupid. I should found a company, because it sounds like you're using the word for past tense. You found it, but that's not what the meaning here is, because English is dumb and stinky. Yes, if you have somewhere to live and a means to make a living, that's enough to earn the trust of everybody up here. Whoa. Yeah, I see. Yet, as the Keiga family leader who lives in a dog-eat-dog world, I do not have the means to make a living. Now, don't be so humble. Your powerful legs are more than enough. What? Okay, let me stop you there, Aya. For example, what about running a delivery service? I'm sure it'd be a great service to many places. First of all, I understand the thought process here. Oh, Saki is quick on her feet, so maybe she should run a delivery service. This is implying that Saki is going to be doing all the deliveries. That doesn't even make sense. Like, oh, you're fast. Start a delivery company. Like, you think she's the only courier? She's the only one who's gonna be running? No, she's the boss. She ain't gonna be fucking doing anything. She ain't gonna be running around. This is a bad idea from the start because you're basing the company on something that she alone is good at, but she's not even gonna be the one doing it. That's silly. That's foolish. Why would anybody ever do that? Right? Right. For example, what about running a delivery service? Should be many great service to many places.
よし、わかった。その路線で行こう。
Oh, I see. All right, I understand. I shall take that route.
そうこなくっちゃ。じゃあ私はお客さん第1号ということでブンブン丸新聞の配達をお願いしちゃいますね。
Haha, that's the spirit. Then as your first customer, I'll request delivery for my Boon Boon Maru newspaper. She's not finding a company necessarily. You're just hiring her to... she's a courier. And so the courier returned to the wastes. 11 days after the start of the spell carnival. Oh, okay, never mind. So, this is... we're moving.
ブンブン丸新聞と食料品のお届けです。
I've never heard Chiwa before. Chiwa.
ブンブン丸新聞と食料品のお届けです。
Chiwa. That's either an accent or extremely informal, but I've never heard that before. Chiwa. Hello there, I've come to deliver the Boom Boom Maru newspaper and groceries.
あら、ご苦労様。そんなにたくさん荷物を持って精が出るわね。
My, thank you. You're working quite hard carrying so much luggage.
まだ今日のノルマの半分も終わってないからな。東へ西へと大忙しだ。
Slice the entire Koni part out of Konnichiwa. You know, I didn't even think of that. It's literally just the back half of Konnichiwa, which is hello, but then you informal the shit out of it. You know what? I was watching a video earlier that popped up on my feed, and it was just about like stupid rules in Japanese work culture and like weird laws for Japan. I didn't know this, but apparently if you're a foreigner in Japan, you have to carry your passport everywhere. Now, granted, I think most people would do that anyway, but like, I didn't realize it was illegal to not have your passport on you. Yeah, that's the guy, Sora the Troll. But some of the stuff he was talking about sounded like really confusing to me, but also believable. The company stuff, the fact that you can just like, you can just like never get fired. Like you're not allowed to fire somebody for being bad at their job. Which actually ties into another thing I saw before about the idea that because they're not allowed to directly fire people, they do this thing where they basically just stick them in a corner and don't let them do anything, but they're still on the payroll until the employee is shunned and feels useless and they resign on their own. That way you can get rid of them and you don't have to fire them, which is like, that is some fucking, like, what is going on over in that country? But at the same time, like, so the law says you can't fire them just because they're bad at their job. But then unpaid overtime is expected because it's your fault that it's not done. And it's like, these two issues sound like they go hand in hand. Don't they? Don't those two issues sound like they go hand in hand? Also, apparently it's illegal. It's illegal to set up a fight. It is illegal to set up a fight. If I go, hey, 2 p.m. empty lot, meet me there, we're gonna fight. That's a crime. That's a crime. Everybody involved in planning that fight is now a criminal. Oh no. You and me, we're gonna fight. Alright, that's it. Pack it up. There's another one in there. There's some crazy shit. There's some crazy shit. Welcome, Skelly. Hope you enjoy whatever the hell I put out. But, well, that's all I can say. Be warned, I'm opinionated. You might not like my opinions. A lot of people don't. Haha, I haven't finished even half of my quota for today. From east to west, I've been quite busy. That is Higashi and Nishi. I want to hear her say it though.
まだ今日のノルマの半分も終わってないからな。東へ西へと大忙しだ。
Haha! Ah! Yeah! Nice! Nice! Nice, nice. I remember my directions. North is Kita. East is Higashi. South is Minami. And west is Nishi. I remember my directions. That's right.
お仕事はとっても迅速で信頼できそうだし、うちからも配達をお願いしてもいいかしら。
Seems your services are swift and reliable. May I request a delivery? Also, apparently it It is illegal to leave hate comments on the internet in Japan. And the thing is, I actually believe that, mainly because I've always felt that Japan in particular like is extremely nasty with online anonymous comments. And now I get why. Because they're literally not allowed to be like that in public. So when they get an anonymous handle, it's just everything comes out. Everything comes out. Like, you're anonymous, they don't know who you are, and it's like you are now oof. And that's why, because we being North America, I mean, obviously there's rules and stuff, but it's not illegal to tell somebody to go fuck themselves. But in Japan, it is. But then you get on the anonymous board and people are still gonna tell you to go fuck yourself. But in Japan, they get on the anonymous board and they're like, I'm going to deep fry you in oil, you bitch. And it's like, holy shit. What's going on in that guy's life right now that he's gotta deep fry me in oil? So like, I honestly believe that. I didn't know that was like an actual fucking law you could be fined for. But yeah, there's when given anonymity like that for Japan, they go a little crazy because they get a lot of shit bottled up. They live in a polite society. Sometimes that politeness works against them. Seems your services are swift and reliable. May I request a delivery as well? I'm glad I watched that video because, like I said, I genuinely didn't know that walking around without your passport can, like, accrue like quite a fucking fine. But I don't think I would walk around without my passport because I wouldn't want to leave something like that in a place where I would, like, forget it and then, well, now I don't have my fucking passport. But man, that seems like a scary thought. Like, where's your passport? Oh, I left it on my hotel room. $1,500 fine. Oh, that's good. I want to pay a $1,500 fine for that. Of course, requests are greatly welcomed. それではまたな. I will see you again. That sounds threatening. See you later? No. See you around? Fine. I will see you again? Vaguely threatening. You are implying that there will come a point where we will meet again. It's unavoidable. How it will go down is unknown, but it is unavoidable. Threatening. Vaguely threatening. Since when did that family start a delivery service?
まだそんなに経ってないみたいですよ。安価で迅速かつ確実に届けてくれるって評判で、あちこちで引っ張りだこらしいです。
Chat, okay, that comment just reminded me. Okay, the can't escape from crossing fate. Okay, so you know, like, there's just those things in fighting games where it's like they get the little text and the narration to make it like more dramatic. Did you see those videos of the guy who does like the voiceovers for Soul Calibur 2? Cause like when you load into a stage in Soul Calibur 2, there's like a narration as well. But that guy, or someone who sounds very close to him, was just doing those for fun, and he just was making up a bunch of shit. Oh my god, I remember when we was he was narrating over the Teletubby Hills, and he started talking about the vacuum slurping up the tubby custard, and I was just like, this is ridiculous, because he's doing it in the voice of the Soul Calibur 2 narrator, and he's not like missing a beat on it, so it just sounds like the guy from Soul Calibur 2 giving a real ass fucking read off of a script for fucking Teletubby Hills. Google it right now. Google Soul Calibur 2 Teletubby. Google it right now. Google it right now. I got a link to that? No. Google it right now and give me the link to it. Give me the link to it. Google it right now. Recently, it seems they're known for being cheap, swift, and reliable, so they're in great demand. I wonder why the sudden change. You ever wonder why these games are played for like 15 years? It's because this happens when I'm paying attention partially, but then like if something comes to mind and I want to talk about that instead because I have the attention span of a water flea. And well, when the story itself isn't like you know, this is no Fantasy Maiden Wars. I'll bring it up. Fantasy Maiden Wars story is compelling to the point where I give the dialogue my full attention 90% of the time. This game's side stories are goofy, and sometimes I just kind of slip between the pages and start rambling about something else, which is probably extremely infuriating for some people, but there's not much I can do about that.
ノルマが達成できないやつは帰れないし、昼飯抜きだからな。
See, that actually reminded me. Here, see, I'm doing it again. Well, I'm watching Vinny play through MGS3 in preparation for Delta, and he mentioned in one of his VODs that after he beat the Fear, somebody sent him an email saying that they were upset that he beat that boss as fast as he did because he was not good at the game. And that made them genuinely upset. And it's like, man, sometimes you really don't envy people who have large followings. Dear streamer, I do not believe that you beat that boss as quick as you did. I will not believe it. It makes me upset. You play games so bad. To see you actually do well at a specific part is bothering me to no end. Like, what do you want me to do about it, right? Huh? Don't ask me, bro. Don't fucking ask me. Listen, I had somebody get upset at me for yawning. Somebody got upset at me before because I yawn sometimes on stream. This was back when I worked and I would get up early and go do labor and then come back and I would yawn on stream because I'm tired. And he's like, man, just hit the mute button. But I don't have a mute button on this microphone. Hitting the mute button requires me to actually mute OBS itself. My old microphone had a button I could click to mute, which I did. This microphone doesn't have that. So if I yawn, I just yawn. It's hard to avoid. I don't yawn as much now because I actually sleep and I don't wake up super early and then do labor. So that's nice. But yeah, they were not happy that I yawned. They got really annoyed that I yawned. It's like, okay. I literally can't do anything about that without being extremely disruptive to everything. Especially if a game locks my mouse, then I'm in massive trouble. All of you go and make more deliveries. If you can't make your quota, you're skipping lunch and can't go home.
Hey, Oyamu!
Yes, boss. Oyamu. Ah, how dark and cruel.
あ、いやいや、早くも社員を増やしたんですね。バリバリ注文も取ってるみたいですし、すごいじゃないですか。
Yeah, your company already has grown. You seem to have plenty of orders too. How amazing.
ああ、なんとか軌道に乗ったというところだ。
Well, yes, things have managed to stay on track.
みんな気のいい奴らばかりだし、組織は超絶怖いとさ。上司はブラックホースだがな。
Everyone's good-natured and our organization is above board, though I'm from underground.
地八丁手八丁というところですね。その調子でぜひ幻想郷のインフラを担う企業を目指してください。
That just reminded me again of that video I watched. One of the workplace etiquettes was you are expected to arrive like an hour before your shift starts. Fuck that. Absolutely fuck that. I show up, I punch in, I get paid for my time. Who is showing up to work a whole ass hour early to sit around and do nothing and not get paid for it? Nah, bitch. Nah. And then they're not even allowed to go home early. They're not allowed to leave on the time is up. They work 9 to 5. Nope. You come in at 8 and you stay till 7. That's not 9 to 5 anymore, is it? Guess how many of those hours you're getting paid for? The correct answer is not all of them. You ever wonder why people say that Japanese work culture is so bad? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. You're both skilled and eloquent. Please keep this up and strive to maintain Gensokyo's infrastructure. Of course, leave it to me. It's bad. Apparently, you're not allowed to take your suit off. Some places, like, you're not allowed to take your suit off, even if it's really fucking hot. But then people who have been there long enough can get away with just taking their suit off anyway. Also, if you want to go home and someone's like, hey, let's go out for drinks, you gotta go out for drinks with them. So imagine going in at 8 o'clock and then finishing at 7, and then you have to go to a bar and drink until like 11, and then you gotta go home and get ready for your shift at 8 a.m. again. And it's like, ooh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. 15 days after the start of the Spell Carnival.
本当に申し訳なく思う。慶賀組地上配達部は今日限りで解散とする。
I am truly sorry. The Keiga family surface delivery division has disbanded, effective today.
短い間だが、共に働けて楽しかった。またどこかで会えたらいいな。
It was only for a little while, but it was fun to work together with you. We shall hopefully meet again sometime.
今までお世話になりました。
Thank you for everything.
ブラックだった。
Working here was rough. So you hear he said black? So there's a term called black company, which is essentially, it's a term for companies that, well, I don't really know if there's a good definition for it. There's probably a better definition than I can give you, but essentially a black company is one that's gonna turn you into a husk of a human being to the point where, like, you're not even living anymore. Working here was rough. Whew.
話は聞きましたよ。少し前までは飛ぶ鳥を落とす勢いだったのに、どうしてこんなことになっちゃったんですか?
Company I applied to force suits on everyone, including the guys that had to lay on their back in dusty rooms to swap cables for servers. What? What? But what? I'm having a hard time imagining that. Like, hey boss, maybe I should wear a jumper because they're designed to get dirty. No, wear a nice suit and crawl on the floors, the dusty floors under the floorboards. Dude, your suit is nasty. Go clean it immediately. Go change it immediately. Who makes these rules? Seriously. Oh my god. I heard what's happening. Until now, you were an unstoppable force. How did this happen? I have to assume that Japanese youth are probably not too interested in salaryman work. I don't know what's going on in Japan. I don't live in Japan, but it's no secret. Work culture in Japan is not exactly a secret, so I have to wonder what the state of the younger generation is that are looking at, you know, what they're going to do. And if they're just going to become salaryman, if things are going to be different or things are just going to keep going. It takes a lot of force to make a change, especially considering some of their rules and laws are very archaic. It's the kind of shit that were put in place decades ago and just nobody ever bothered to like do anything about them, and they just kind of are there, and most people agree they're just arbitrary. But I guess the big thing is that nobody wants to be the one holding the bag when a big change happens, because a big change can mean a lot of things not work out. There's a domino effect to it, right? Big changes can have a lot of little effects, and people don't want to be holding the bag when something happens, because then they're the one that gets blamed for it. This change was made when this guy was in power, and look what happened. And then they're responsible for the whole thing. So the better option for these people is to do literally nothing. And then there you go. Nothing changes. Nobody gets mad, and everything is a-okay. I am, of course, talking about their laws on pornography. Ha ha ha. Of course, that is the only law that matters in Japan. Am I right, boys? But actually, their rules on censorship are from like the 30s, like the 1930s. Their rules on censorship are basically that far behind, and they just never bothered to do anything about it. And it's just kind of the way it is, and it's like. It's been almost 100 years. It's been almost 100 years, man. Here's a little black bar. All right, you're golden. You're golden, buddy. One itty bitty little black bar, and you're clear. And loopholes like that exist, and it's like, why even have this as a law anymore? That's really what it comes down to. When the law can be circumvented by something that is about the equivalent of sticking your finger sideways over the object in question, what's even the point of the fucking law anymore? What's the point? But nobody wants to get rid of it. Nobody wants to even touch it. No, no, no. I heard what's happening. Until now, you were an unstoppable force. How did this happen? What the fuck are you talking about, streamer? Good question.
大したことではない。実務面では特に何も問題はなかったが、経理があまりにもずさんすぎたんだ。
I have a question. Why does Aya have a ballpoint pen in her her chest pocket there? Does Gensokyo have ballpoint pens? I'm actually asking here because they have ink pens. She has like an ink pen, a big old pen that uses ink. But is ballpoint an actual thing that existed in the time zone, the time frame that Gensokyo is like in? Or is it something that she got from the outside? Because there is modern stuff in Gensokyo. Obviously, she has a fucking camera, so duh. But you know, I wonder if like she's got a ballpoint pen there for some reason, or if it's just like a natural thing for her to have, which makes it seem like a natural thing to exist in this world, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Wasn't anything big. There were no problems on the business side, but my accounting was a little too sloppy. First ballpoint pen was 1888. Did it look like that? Because that looks like a modern ballpoint pen. That's the next question. Is that... So they did exist, but did they look like that? Did they have the cap that specifically is designed to slide and, like, hold into your pocket like that?
競合に比べて圧倒的に安い送料を提供し、社員たちに破格の好待遇を約束し、あちこちの組合に多額の献金をし、
offering extremely low shipping prices, promising employees great treatment, donating heavily to many associations.
気づけば続ければ続けるほど派手に金が吹っ飛んでいく仕組みが出来上がってしまっていて、ニッチもサッチもいかなくなった。
I realized I created a system that would make money fly away the longer it continued, and I put myself in a corner.
そうだったんですか。それは何と言ったらいいか。
I see. I'm not sure what to say to that. Neither am I. The business lasted for a week. How much did you donate to other associations in a week that made you go, well, fuck, man, this is unsustainable. I'm losing money like left, right, and center.
慰めの言葉など不要だ。地上は畜生界とはいろいろ勝手が違うと分かったし、それだけでも収穫はあった。
Comfort is unnecessary. I've learned that the surface and animal realm are different. That alone was a reward.
一言で言えば、地上に前線基地を作るのは当面の間は無理そうってことだな。
To boil it down for now, it will be impossible for me to create a frontline base on the surface.
前向きですね。何かあったら私も手伝いますので、いつでも声をかけてください。
You're very forward thinking. If you need anything, I'll help. So please feel free to call on me.
まあ、そうそううまくいくようにできていないわよね。
Well, I suppose things don't always go as planned so
あ
easily.
なたが最近噂になっていた配達屋さん？
Are you the one who runs that delivery service everyone has been talking about?
お前は
You are... It's scary, Reimu. Okay. Chad, I'm pretty sure that conversation took like 20 minutes or something like that. And now I have to pee. So I'm gonna stand here. And I'm gonna go pee. And then I'm gonna talk to Flandre. I'll be right back. When I return, I will talk to Flandre. Oh. Feel it in my back.
暇ね。いつもと変わらないけど。 暇ね。いつもと変わらないけど。
Boo. That's a lot of red and white on the screen, isn't it? Alright.
どうしたの？
Flandre, a maddening story. Number 1.
悪いわね、フラン。急に呼び立ててしまって。
Sorry for bringing you out here so suddenly, Flandre.
全然構わないわよ。
No, I don't mind.
どんなご用かしら。
I don't mind at all. So, older sister, what business did you have with me?
私、ものすごく重大な真実に気づいてね。早くフランに教えてあげたかったの。
Right, I realized the truth about something very important, and I want to tell you right away, Flandre.
どうしましょう。これはきっと幻想郷最大の秘密に違いないわ。
What should I do? This is surely Gensokyo's greatest secret.
ずいぶんスケールの大きい話に聞こえるけど。
This is sounding like a pretty big deal.
フラン、どうか落ち着いて聞いてね。このコーマ館は幻想郷よりもずっと前に誕生したのよ。
Flandre, stay calm, alright? The Scarlet Devil Mansion was built long before Gensokyo existed. Remy, you know Flandre lived here too, right? What? Flandre lives here. She has lived here. Obviously, she knows this.
コーマ館こそが宇宙の中心であり、コーマ館の誕生とともに幻想郷も私もフランもサクヤも生まれたの。
It is the center of the universe, and Gensokyo, you, Sakuya, and I were born alongside it. Huh?
混乱しているようね。こんなことすぐに飲み込めるはずもないから仕方ないんだけど。
Maddening story. Correct, I am mad. It seems you're confused. It's hard to digest this right away, so it's only natural. Please explain.
そりゃ混乱するわ。お姉様がトンチンカンなことを言い始めたのだもの。
Of course I'm confused. Everything you're saying is absurd, older sister.
もう何を言っているの。私は絶対無二の真理を語っているのよ。
Pardon me? What do you mean I'm speaking the absolute truth?
とにかく全ての物事はこのコーマ館と共に誕生したの。
Either way, all things were born alongside the Scarlet Devil Mansion.
この私が言うんだから絶対間違いないわ。分かったわね。
I'm saying it, so it's absolutely correct. You understand?
お姉様がそう言うのなら分かったわ。
If you say so, older sister, I understand.
あら、納得してくれたの？
Oh, you've accepted it.
もちろんよ。なんかお姉様がやばいってことも含めて。
Of course, along with the fact that you're kinda unhinged.
そう言ってもらえて嬉しいわ。散々迷ったけど思い切って話してよかった。
I'm happy to hear you say that. I hesitated for quite a while, but I'm glad I pushed through it and told you.
早く寝た方がいいわよ。
Hee hee, you better get some sleep.
でもなんか変よね。何かあったのかしら。
But you're acting strange. Did something happen? Oh, I need more of that story. I need more of that story. Tell me more of that story. Why has she gone insane? Moving out. Myouren Temple. An unusual temple where many yokai reside, located at the outskirts of the human village. The head priest is Byakuren Hijiri. You may be wondering, who's Byakuren Hijiri? Saint's Challenge Letter. I don't know who Byakuren Hijiri is. 19 days after the start of the Spell Carnival. Dude, the Spell Carnival has been going on for almost a month. Surely, like, we gotta wrap it up. It's almost time. Hey, nice place.
そうね。来てやったわよ、
Byakuren.
You're right, we've arrived, Byakuren.
どうもこんにちは。お待ちしておりましたよ。
You know, I actually forgot that she was in the game. Because she showed up... The only time I remembered her showing up is in Marissa's, like, first subplot in the first hour of the game. She didn't make any more appearances from what I remember. So I, honest to God, forgot she was in the game. Okay, that's unexpected, but I already knew this information. Good day to you, I've been waiting.
果たし状だなんてどういうつもり？
What's the big idea with the challenge letter?
昨日お伝えした通り、そのままの意味です。それに、舞踏祭である以上、果たし合いは何もおかしいことではないでしょう。
As I told you yesterday, it is exactly how it sounds, and as long as this festival goes on, it's not strange, yes? I just want to take a moment to comment on the fact that Byakuren looks like, kind of like she's younger than Reimu and Marissa. If I'm being honest. She's also basically the same height, which I just don't subscribe to that theory. I don't subscribe to that at all. She looks young, she's very pretty, but she's definitely not young. She looks way younger here than she probably should. You gotta put the little line between the eye and the nose. That'll get them. Ooh, that'll get the lads hot and bothered. Marissa's the tallest one here, and she should definitely be at like Reimu's chest height. As I told you yesterday, is exactly how I read that. 18 days after the start of the spell Carnival. Yeah, her voice and her face aren't really matching up for me. But I guess you could say that about Aya as well. I don't think Aya's voice is bad, but my opinion of Aya is that she's usually a lot more energetic and rambunctious. This Aya is extremely chilled out, and it's not a bad voice, but it's not an Aya I've ever heard before. Ogu's voice is great. Saki's voice is also very good. Saki has the kind of voice that, like, is a character who's basically commanding respect with their voice, but not, like, doing it on purpose. It's just the way they are. They're a large presence. And Oku is squeaky. Okay. I see.
何か分かったのか？
Ooh, figure something out. Reimu and Marissa are great, though. They're great.
柱に触れてみて分かった。この柱にはあの食の容器が蓄積されてる。
Reimu's got a perfect combination of, like, relatively standard anime girl voice with good enunciation, and also she can hit those moments where Reimu is, like, very angry and, like, quietly angry, because that's what Reimu does. And Marissa's voice is a little deeper, but it works for her more tomboyish nature. This is, of course, just my opinion. They don't have canon voices, obviously. My favorite Reimu is Sato Satomi, and that Reimu sounds very bored most of the time. That's my favorite Reimu. This Reimu is more in line with, like, protagonist-type characters, but Sato Satomi's Reimu sounds bored, which, in my opinion, is a lot more accurate to Reimu's relative disposition in life. Or she's just always like that. Sato Satomi does the voice of Reimu in Touhou, if you're wondering. So, if you need a comparison, that Reimu is the Reimu I'm talking about. Wait, sorry. I'm mixing that up. One sec. I'm mixing that up. I need to double check here. Sato Satomi is not the voice of Reimu in Touhou. I forget her name now. Behind the voice actors. It was Rina Sato. That's what it was. Yes, thank you. Sato Satomi is the voice of Meiling in Touhou. And she also voices, I believe, Komachi. But Sato Satomi does voice Reimu in Genso Wanderer. Genso Wanderer Reimu is Sato Satomi. She does a good job. But Rina Sato, you see how I mixed that up there? You see how I mixed that up there? Rina Sato and Satomi Sato. Are they sisters? Are they related at all? No? No, they are not. No, they are not. They are not related. Well, maybe they are related because they have the same last name, but they're not sisters. Anyway, yeah. Rina Sato is the Reimu that I was talking about. But Genso Wanderer Reimu is Sato Satomi, And Sato Satomi also does the voice of Mei-ling and Komachi in Touhou. Also, some of them do roles in the Summer Days Dream anime as well. I believe that maybe Sakuya. I forgot the name. Sawashiro Miyuki, I believe her name is. That's the voice of Sakuya. And she's also the voice of the girl in Yakuza 0. And she sounds like pretty close. She's like using the Sakuya voice for that character. Kanbaru Suruga as well from Bakemonogatari. That is actually the same voice. They all have pretty much the same voice. But Kanbaru and Sakuya, she's doing the Sakuya role essentially the same as she does Kanbaru with the voice. And it just sounds like her. It's very funny. But yeah, Rina Sato and Sato Satomi are both good Reimus. They're both good Reimus, but Rina Sato is my favorite Reimu because she sounds exceptionally bored and like annoyed more often than not. And that is my Reimu. That's my Reimu. My Reimu would look at me with slight disdain until I put money in her big old box. That's my Reimu. Accumulating ruin energy.
初めて調べた時の妖怪の山にあった柱からは何も感じなくて空っぽみたいだった。
I couldn't feel anything from the pillar. We investigated on Yokai Mountain and it seemed empty.
でもこの柱からは食の容器がはっきりと感じ取れるわ。
But I can clearly sense the ruin energy from this pillar.
じゃあ柱は器のようなもので食を溜め込んでいるってことか。
When the pillar is kind of like a vessel and it's storing up so then the pillar is kind of like a vessel and it's storing up ruin, huh?
多分食を打ち消した時その食の容器は近くの柱へ吸われて柱に溜まっていくのだと思う。
I think when I negate the ruin, that energy gets absorbed and stored by a nearby pillar.
たまりに溜まった食が柱っていう器に入りきらなくなったら柱が崩壊するって仕組みか。
So then if the stored up ruin can't be contained anymore, the pillar collapses.
おそらくそうね。あの食は打ち消されているのではなく点々と柱に蓄積されている。
Most likely the ruin wasn't being negated, but was accumulating in the pillars each time.
柱がなくなった時どうなるかだな。
I wonder what'll happen when all the pillars are gone. You unleash the final boss. It's a classic trope. You know, when you're like, go do the thing to stop the bad guy from showing up, and then you do it, and then someone's like, ha ha ha, you fool! We told you that doing that would seal the bad guy, but actually it awakens the bad guy. And the guy who was trying to stop you the entire time knew that, but he just refused to tell you because it would be inconvenient to the plot. But you fool, you fell for it, you believed me, ha ha!
あんまり想像したくないわね。
I don't really want to imagine it.
やっぱりゆかりは食について何か知ってる。はあ、本当に何を企んでいるんだか。
Yukari definitely knows something about the ruin. I really wonder what she's plotting.
あなたたちはその容器を食と呼
I
んで
see.
いるのですね。
So you two are calling that yokai energy ruin.
やはり異変の中心には常にあなたたちの存在は欠かせないように。
As I expected, your presence always seems to be fundamental at the center of an incident. That's true. How many incidents have happened where Reimu wasn't involved in some capacity? She always ends up involved for one reason or another. Either because she has to or because somebody yells at her. Oh, Byakuren. Byakuren?
お、Byakuren。
Byakuren.
食について何か知ってるの？
Do you know something about the ruin?
いいえ、全く。でもその柱に溜まった容器は常に気になっていた。
You know, the coolest thing about Byakuren is not so much that her character is earned through her backstory. It's more so that her preferred method of fighting is turning superhuman and beating the shit out of people. I am a firm believer that the coolest characters are the ones that fight by just punching and kicking, because punching and kicking is cool. And Byakuren does that. She just punches and kicks, and that's cool. No, nothing, though I can say I have been endlessly concerned by the energy stored in these pillars.
そう。なら話は早いわ。私たちはこの食を。
I see, then that makes things easier. We're investigating this ruin.
あいにくだけど聞く耳持ちません。
Apologies, but I will not lend you an ear. Think about Ganondorf. Ganondorf is considered a warlock, right? And in the games, he fires magical balls of energy. But then you play him in Smash Bros. And he just beats the shit out of you. He literally just walks over and fucking, like, kicks you. Like, that guy's a warlock, alright. He's like 6'8", 500-pound man, all muscle. And he's green. Apologies, but I will not lend you an ear. You will not taunt me with flattery and tempt me. Huh? What do you mean? Yeah, I know he's a Falcon clone, but I just think that's funny. Because, like, he does kind of lean into that a little bit. Like, in Twilight Princess, he does fight you with a sword. But his F-tilt in Brawl Onward, the Sparta kick, comes from Twilight Princess. He literally just fucking kicks you. And it's the only other thing in the game that I'm aware of, unless the Chilphos spears do it as well, but the Dark Knight's Greatsword causes Link to stagger when shielded, and Ganondorf's foot causes Link to stagger when he shields it. Think about that. The force of this knight swinging a Greatsword is equal to the force that Ganon puts behind just kicking his foot forward. That man is fucking muscle. Absolute muscle! But he also got stabbed in the chest and was like, haha, that the best you can do? And then he killed a guy. Which is like, that's fucking metal. Rainbow, this is for you. It's almost a shame that Ganondorf wasn't as prevalent in Twilight Princess, considering the shit he does. But also his outfit looks really stupid. A challenge letter. Ultimate leading into OOT's Ganon design was a better choice, I think. I think it was a better choice. Makes him feel less like a prude. He's more intimidating. He looks more youthful in OOT, you know? He looks more like he can actually kick the shit out of you. Old man Ganon can definitely kick the shit out of you, but he doesn't look as, you know, I guess he doesn't really look like he can do it. I challenge you to a duel, Shrine Maiden of Hakurei. 19 days after the start of the Spell Carnival. You won't even tell me a reason. Put a hand to your heart and ask yourself. You have an inkling as to what it is, do you not? Not in the slightest. When it comes to Reimu, she probably can't think of anything because she might not think she's in the wrong. I could say the same thing about you. So you truly feel no guilt. It seems saying anything was a waste. No, that wasn't what's happening right now. You're taking Marissa's words too seriously. I cannot stand by and simply watch you take advantage of the Spell Carnival for your great Hakurei invasion plan. Wait a second. What's that? Your words are useless. There are times when it is necessary to use force to persuade. Can you really call that persuasion? I'm gonna kick your ass. You gonna make good on that threat? She's got a green bunny and a yellow bunny. And she's got Yamawaro and then 2 goo. Yeah, this is my team. Let's do it. Slow down area. Oh my god! Alright, stop moving. Stop moving, Alice. Stop. Okay. That's just ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous. Do. Devil's Recitation. I know that one! Oh, that poor doll! Oh my god! Kill them! Do 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 do. Madness! Madness! Kill. Kill. Star Maelstrom. Oh, that spell's kind of annoying. Oh! Oh, she's dying. Purple Cloud? I hate Purple Cloud, dude. Oh, I hate Purple Cloud. Protect the package! Oh, oh. Okay, ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Yeah! Yeah! Slice! Oh! Ho 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 ho! Oh ho 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 ho! Oh ho ho ho! What? She's alive again. Doshio kana. Okay, alright, hold on. I'm charging my bar. Die, 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 die. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Are those my bullets? Who fired those? Oh, the Guardian Fairy did. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Hit something! There you go. There you go. There you go. Meow. 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 I love when she moves with my ears. My ears. I love when she moves with the laser. She moves with the laser, so that it takes more damage. None of this monk scroll. Byakuren only. Okay, cool. Micro Hakuro. Ugh. To think I would be overpowered by you both. Truly everything is but an empty dream, dear heavens. Is that what they translated Namu-san as? Maybe now we can calm down and talk. To be honest, I'm surprised this game is like still going. That kind of sounds worse than I meant for it to sound, but I'm honestly just surprised that this game is still going. You know I've been slacking on the reading, but man, this game is still going.
Saki
What's that? What's that great Hakude invasion plan you mentioned before? I can tell there's definitely a misunderstanding, so talk. How could I not be halfway through the game? No way. You lie. You lie for views. misunderstanding, but you boldly stated out loud yourself, Reimu.
祝勝会の力を借りたことで無敵ね。私は幻想郷を制するわってあのペガサスと肩を並べてワイワイしながら
While standing beside that celestial horse, you said, I'm invincible. I'll conquer Gensokyo with the animal realm. I'm fucking invincible. Shoutouts to Sundowner, because I'm almost certain that if you go to any random Metal Gear Revengeance first playthrough, every Sundowner fight goes like this. They hit the blast shield. They don't learn how to manually cut because they haven't needed to at that point. So they don't bother actually cutting the shields. They find out that you can just dash behind him and hit him in the back and then kill him like that before, and you don't activate phase 2 of the fight, so you never get the vocals to his song. I fucking guarantee you that happens in almost every single goddamn first Revengeance playthrough. Every single one of them. And the thing is, because the only thing in the game the manual cut is straight up required for is the final fucking boss. You have to be able to manual cut to deal with Armstrong's attack where he throws shit at you. Everything else in the game, you do not have to care about how you cut it. Obviously, you want to aim your cut properly to Zendatsu, but you don't have to. But Armstrong is literally going to kill you if you don't do it right. And you have to do it at the end of the fight because it's part of the final event that you have to do to actually finish the fight cinematically. So even if you somehow don't dodge the attack ever in the fight, it is required to dodge to end the fight. You have to be able to do it. And Kojima has it set up so you never actually have to do it until literally the last 5 seconds of the fucking game. Well, more like minute, but you know what I mean. Oh my. While standing here, I realize you were just like me, trying to make history. At first, I suspected there was some sort of scheme. It is... It is very easy to cheese Sundowner, which is why this happens for people, is they just realize they can beat the shit out of him without dealing with the shield mechanic, and then eventually he just, you know... But every other character, every other boss, like, as you go, the gimmick comes out. But you have to actually do something in the fight for Sundowner, and people miss that. But you had such a carefree smile, and you didn't appear to be lying. You had a foolish expression. It happened again, and Saki was involved too. It's starting to get annoying to explain it all. What do you mean? So that means the Reimu I saw was an imposter. I apologize. It seems I still lack experience to think I would be deceived by appearances and jump to conclusions. It's fine, I'm used to it now. Still, it's been really hard to grab that imposter by the tail. From what you've told me, it seems you still do not have enough information to reach the truth about this all. You have no leads as to who the culprit behind this ruin incident could be either, yes? The most likely culprit is my imposter, either that or the person who's handing out the sprue and spell cards. I'm glad nobody really seems to notice that the imposter Reimu has like glowy purple fog coming out of her, or that she sounds like her voice is in like a reverb factory. So there you go. Well, we haven't seen even a hair of them, so it's like grasping through fog. I thought Raiden saving Sunny was related to MGS4. You know what? I asked that, but I don't actually want an answer. I know like basically nothing about MGS4, so I'm going whenever I get around to that, I will, you know, be experiencing it for the first time, which is cool. The only thing I know is that the final bit of the game where you fight Ocelot shirtless, and it plays through like the main themes of the other 3 games. And also that MGS4 is like actually more cutscene than gameplay, which I think is funny. But yeah, I actually don't know anything about MGS4 at all. Well, aside from what I just said, but you know what I mean. But 1, 2, and 3 I've been exposed to enough in different ways that I've pieced together the story. But 4 I have never seen anybody play, ever. It's a hard game to play, too. Possibility of the host Yukari being the culprit isn't 0, correct?
Yeah,
the HD re-releases had MGS 1, 2, 3, and Peace Walker. But MGS4 is pretty much trapped on the PS3, PS4, and there's just nothing really going. They got nothing. There's a possibility, but it's hard to connect a motive to her. In a way, isn't it just like MGS to have the final game just like become completely scrubbed from the world? Isn't that just like, that's the most like fucking Metal Gear shit you could have. It's so meta. It's so meta. I see, so even if we assumed it was Yukari and the ruined pillars were her doing, you can't foresee a motive. Master Volume 2 could be possible. Now, to be fair, there's no confirmation that there's anything like a Metal Gear HD Collection 2. The only thing that makes people assume that is because the other Metal Gear HD Collection was literally called Metal Gear HD Collection 1. So, yeah, there is an MGS HD Collection 1. So obviously they got to be working on a second one, right? They're waiting for a second one so they can put Phantom Pain on it. You know, they got to let Phantom Pain get to a certain age where they can include it there and have it be a bundle. It'll be 4, Ground Zero, and Phantom Pain, and maybe like Acid or Portable Ops or Survive. Maybe you don't want an HD collection too. That's about right. There are so many mysteries this time, we're at a loss. The truth hiding behind the spell Carnival, it's quite foreboding. I will try investigating on my own. I will also urge my followers and parishioners to cooperate. Yes, thank you, that's reassuring. Kokoro no Jiwa. Okay. Giant Toad's Pawn. Byakuren uses self-strengthening magic to enable long-term combat. She significantly speeds up her own AP charge rate, allowing more opportunities to heal and attack. Well, you get the better characters the further in the game you go. Shocker, isn't it? Giant Toad's Pawn. Home of the green one. Not that green one. The other green one. Alright, who's getting swapped off the team? Bye, Remy. Bye, Remy. It's Byakuren time. Look at this all-star lineup. Alright. Oh, wait. I gotta give her item. Monk's Scroll. Yep. And then, sure. Ready when you are. That's the finale, kid. Alright, let's do it. Dude, she starts with 7 AP. Offensive Domain. Self-strengthening magic. Healing magic. Huh? Oh. protection doll. Hang in there, doll! San. I choose you! Plundere! She's down here. She's down here. Oh my god. I'm gonna do it again. Madness! Madness! What is this insane music? Die, 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 die. Cleave! Cleave! Oh my god, she just melts. They just melt, brother. They just fucking melt. Alright. Ow, dick. So her attack takes a pretty large amount of resource. Whoa, those aren't gonna hit anything. I actually don't care about what Saki does. I just care that she increases my meter. Something better die. Well, somebody's gotta die. Why did he just explode? I thought he had way more health than he did. What a strange lineup of characters. Sax. Clear a stage using Byakuren's ace spell card. Oh. I got... Wait, why... Oh, okay, whatever. I got the same weapon. But I already have that. Let me see. Hold on. Byakuren. How do I give the thing again? Okay, 34, 34, 35, 34, 34. I'll give her that. I'll give her that. Keep everybody nice and evenish, you know. Yeah, alright, okay, alright, let's go to the shrine. Welcome to the world of tomorrow. There's a lot of people hanging out at Reimu Home now, huh? Got a lot of people here. Hey, how you doing? Yes? Byakuren, suspicious plan. 16 days after the start of the spell carnival. Pardon me, Byakuren, would it be possible to interview you? My, how very sudden. I do not mind. What will it be about? To be frank, I want to know your secret to looking so youthful. Oh, why ask me about such a thing? Do you really need me to spell it out for ya? Well, it's because you have the most success with anti-aging against Sokyo, of course. How very kind of you. Very well, I shall divulge my secret in detail. The secret is mud. Slap it on your face. Waka, so. Most issues can be solved with magic. It is the same for youth. If you hone your magic, you may resolve anything. That's a bad answer.
社食の魔法を習得して魔法使いになった上で社中の魔法を使えば成長が止まりそれ以上体が老化しなくなりますから
If you learn food abandoning magic and become a magician, then learn insect abandoning magic, your aging ceases.
なるほど。白蓮さんは若くして修行を積み今の若さを維持しているというわけですね。
I see, so you're maintaining your current youth because you trained at a young age.
どこまで知っていてとぼけているのかはわからないけど私年老いてから魔法使いになった口ですよ。
I cannot tell what you know and what you are pretending not to, but did you know I became a magician after growing old? Yes, I did know that.
そうなりますと白蓮さんはどうやって若返ったのかという話になりますが
If that's the case, then the question becomes, how did you regain your youth? Magic!
今回はそういう趣旨での取材ではないと聞いていたつもりだけど違ったのかしら
I believe this was not the objective of this interview. Was I mistaken?
おっしゃる通りです
Shrewd, aren't
口
you?
が滑ったこと平にお詫びしますのでどうか忘れていただければと
Ah, you're right. I sincerely apologize for my sleep of the tongue. Please forget that I said anything.
よかったわありがと
I see that as well. Thank you.
うなんか一瞬すっごく怖かったこの部分はあまり触れないようにしなくっちゃ
She was really scary for a moment there. Was she? I don't think she did a very good job conveying that. I better not push her on that subject.
大変です白蓮様里のそばで妖怪が暴れているとのことで
My favorite part about the audio mixing in this game is that when they get random voices for non-specific characters, they're so much louder than everybody else. Like these two are whispering over here. This guy's like, "Taihenda!" Like, chill. I know it's an emergency, brother, but like back up a little bit. There's a yokai rampaging in the village. Now watch this when she responds. She's gonna be like, "Ah, is that so?"
まあそれは大変ね
See?
すぐに行きましょうか
What did I tell you? What did I fucking tell you? Oh, that is an emergency. I will take care of it straight away.
こうしちゃいられません私も
I can't stay here. I'll come with you. What are you gonna do? You're a yokai too.
なんだてめえらは
Ah.
てめえらも他の妖怪みたいにボコボコに痛めつけてやろうか
What's up with you jerks? You wanna get beaten up like the other yokai? Thank you, Manje, for the resub.
一つお伺いしますなぜあなたはそのように他者に対してむやみやたらと暴力を振るうのですか
I have one question. Why are you acting with such excessive violence towards others like this?
そんなの俺がスカーッとしたいからに決まっているだろ
Because I want to let off some steam, of course.
そうですかよくわかりました
I see, I understand that very well. Thank you, Jacob, for the resub. Golden Kappa train incoming? A golden Kappa train? The rare golden Kappa?
では私もスカッとさせていただきますね
Then I shall let off some steam as well. Ha!
もう勘弁してくれ
You just beat the shit out of him. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. God, let me go already.
これに懲りたら弱者を虐げる発想をなくすことですね
If you were to learn from this, then throw away any thought of oppressing the weak.
白蓮さん若さを保つ秘訣は魔法を修行することって結論付けてたけど
Wakasa is youth, huh? Byakuren may have concluded that the secret to staying young is magic training, but
なんだかんだ言いつつあれでストレス解消しているのも一番大きい気がするわ
when all is said and done, I think relieving her stress in this fashion is the biggest helper.
今日のところは取材はもういいかしら
Is the interview done for today?
はい十分なネタにはなりそうでしたでは失礼いたします
Oh yes, there should be enough material for me. I'll take my leave now. Bye.
寺に戻ろうかしら
Now I should return to the temple.
あれは
Arewa? Over there is Arewa.
なんとも奇妙な組み合わせ 少し追ってみてもいいわね。
What a very strange pairing. It may be wise to follow them. Sneak, sneak.
いたわ。
Ah, there they are.
なんだ話が合うではないか。
Ha ha ha! Why we get along swimmingly.
実はお前も地上を制してみたいとは神社の御事は思えん目論みだ。
I never thought a shrine maiden would have such a scheme to conquer the earth.
そうでしょそうでしょ。私とあなたなら白麗大侵略作戦も夢じゃないわ。
Right? Like you see, they hear her voice, right? And nobody thinks that her voice is just the least bit strange. Right? With our power combined, the Great Hakurei invasion plan isn't just a dream.
この地上でたくさん遊ぶためにもまずは天下統一を目指さないと。
In order for me to play as much as I want on the surface, I must unify everybody first.
我が慶賀組はいくらでも力を貸そうではないか。
Indeed, the Keiga family will lend you as much help as necessary.
やったー。畜生界の力を借りたことで無敵ね。私は幻想郷を制するわ。
Yay, I'm invincible. By borrowing the power of the animal realm, I'll conquer Gensokyo.
白麗大侵略作戦。
What?
レイムさん、一体何を考えて。
The Great Hakurei invasion plan, Reimu, what are you thinking?
畜生界のペガサスを騙すため。
Is it to deceive that Pegasus from the animal realm?
でも、あんなにも心から純粋に笑ったような笑顔に悪意はみじんも感じられない。
However, she is smiling with such purity, I cannot detect even the slightest hint of
こ
malice.
れは直接レイムさんと相まみえるしかなさそうね。
It seems I have no choice but to speak with Reimu directly. Guys, you got 30 seconds. You won't get your golden kappa. You're gonna miss your golden kappa. Oh my god, get Ari!
いらっしゃい。たくさん買ってくれよな。
I'm gonna buy 500 quid fortune. Cha cha cha. Attack defense plus
じゃあな。
1. Saki.
お、私に用か？
Searching for those with power. 1.
地上の妖怪よ、全力で挑んでこい。まあもっとも私にかすり傷一つ負わせることさえできないだろうがな。
This music is loud. Okay. Yokai of the surface, come at me with all your might. I bet you won't even be able to scratch me.
言いやがったな。だったらこいつを受けてみやがれ。
Now you cross the line, take this. The golden kappa used to be that they just randomly gave it to people for 24 hours, but now if you participate in a golden kappa train, you get it for 24 hours. Isn't that cool? Don't you want to be a golden kappa holder for 24 hours? Think of all the things you could do with a golden kappa. You could post it in a chat. And that's it. Crazy, isn't it? Now you've crossed the line, take this! Holy shit, fire.
遅い、止まって見えるぞ。
I thought the golden kappa was funny when they just randomly gave it to people, because somebody would just people would just kappa check, and then somebody would pop in and be like, holy shit, that guy's got the golden kappa. You post them in top streamer chats and get gigabanned. What? What do you mean you get gigabanned? Too slow, it doesn't even look like it's moving to me.
そんな今のを見切っただと。
No way, she read my attack.
そうだ、今度は私の番だ。
Here, now it's my turn. Nyara.
同志はなかなかのものだが、実力が伴わなかったようだな。
Ha 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 ha. I really like how this VA laughs with Saki. It's very hearty. You have a great fighting spirit, but it seems you lack the skill to back it up.
しかし、地上に来て骨のある相手とちっとも戦え
You
ない
look like you're showing off. I don't know about that, but I guess Harvest Moon has this thing called the golden lumber. If you put the golden lumber up on your farm, every day, everyone's friendship goes down for you, and they're like, fuck you for putting gold lumber up in your yard. Like, they hate you for it. They're like, how dare you put that on display, you piece of shit. Everybody doesn't want to be your friend anymore because you put up a piece of gold wood. I do not know why, but that is something that happens in Harvest Moon games. Ever since I came from the surface, none of my opponents have had any backbone. Is there anything I can do?
まあ私も私で何の当てもなくあちこち飛び回ってばかりだからな。
Well, I suppose I'm flying a boat with no real objective. I doubt I can find a good opponent this way. Too gaudy? It's my yard! It's my farm! What do you mean it's too gaudy? It's my fucking farm! It's my property! I can put what I want on my property! I own it! What kind of shit is that? Take that off your property right now. It's an eyesore. It's my property! I can do whatever I want!
そうだ。ここは発想を変えて。
Fuck you! I hate that guy. He's got gold lumber in his yard. I know if I change how I approach this, worthy opponents might come to me themselves. Hey, news reporter Crow Tengu, come on out. You know what I like the most about this backdrop, chat? Is this is the kind of backdrop that you would either find like you would find a legendary creature at, right? Like this is where you go, you approach the basin with the 5 falls, and you stand there, and then a large creature comes out and goes, "Ooh, you have done well to find me." A legendary creature lives in that area there. It's really cool. In fact, this might be the giant toad's pond, which would actually be exactly what I'm saying. And anyway. Can you not hear me? If this works out, it could be a big scoop. Hi, domo, Shamemaru desu. Hello there, this is Shamemaru. Reminds me of Lugia. Lugia was my first actual thought, but I didn't want to say legendary Pokemon, so I opted to say legendary creature. But yes, Lugia was exactly what I was thinking when I said that.
大変耳寄りなお言葉を聞いた気がします。詳しいお話をお聞かせいただけますか?
I heard some very lovely words just now. Could you tell me the details?
では早速本題に入ろうか。知ってのと。私は畜生界最強の組織。
She's an
ケイガ組の組長である。
Keiga Muko Kumicho. Yes, I'll get to the point. As you know, I am the leader of the Keiga family, the strongest group in the animal realm.
スペルカード対決で強者と戦って片っ端から打ち負かし、地上でもまた最強であることを証明したい。
Want to fight powerful opponents in spell card battles, defeat them, and prove that I am the strongest on the surface.
ついてはお前に密着取材を許可しよう。余すところなくスペルカード戦の内容を報道し、私の天下無敵ぶりを広く伝えるのだ。
And so I shall allow you to document it, report my battles thoroughly, and convey that my strength is unparalleled.
このままだと地上は私の率いるケイガ組に牛耳られてしまう。せいぜい危機感を煽ってやれ。
Give it some danger.
きっと売り上げも伸びるのではないか?
Give it some dangerous intrigue. Say that the Keiga family will rule the surface. Will this not increase sales?
そうですね。センセーショナルなキャッチコピーを並べ立てれば部数も伸びそうですね。ぜひやらせてください。
You're right. If I write some sensational headlines, my sales will probably boom. Allow me.
気持ちのいい返事を聞けて私も嬉しいぞ。よろしく頼む。
I'm happy to hear such an enthusiastic response. I'll leave things to you.
はい、承知しました。
Yes, understood.
これで私が連戦連勝を重ねれば重ねるほど強い相手が向こうからやってくるはずだ。
He. With this, the more victories I rack up, the more stronger opponents will come running to me. Why is it everybody just wants to pick a fight with somebody who keeps winning? It's so common. It's like, hey, I hear you're pretty good. Let's fight. And then someone's like, I hear they're pretty good. They just beat the strongest guy, but actually I'm the strongest guy. Let's fight. Alright, time to get mad again. Now that I've gotten thirsty, so let us have some tea. Yes, along with some tasty scones. Haha, alright then, I'll have Sakuya prepare them right away. Mistress, miss, it's an emergency. What's wrong, Sakuya? You're in a panic.
まるで隕石が降ってきたとでも言わんばかりじゃない。
She's right. You're acting as though a meteor is shooting straight for us or the like.
はい、その通りです。直ちにご避難を。隕石が降ってきました。
Yes, exactly so. Please evacuate right away. A meteor is coming.
は
Huh?
もう何をグズグズなさっているのですか？どれだけ急を要する事態かはたった今ご説明したはずです。
Goodness, why are you dawdling? I just explained the urgency of the situation.
つまり隕石がすぐ頭上まで迫ってるってこと？
So then a meteor is falling right above our very heads.
ですからその通りだと申し上げています。これ以上わからんちんなことを言うなら首根っこを掴んで引きずり出しますよ。
That is exactly what I said. If you will not understand, I will grab you by the scruff and drag you out.
わかったわ。行きましょう、フラン。
I understand. Let's go, Flandre.
なんなのこの状況。
What is going on?
本当に隕石が。
Ah, there really is a meteor. Remy, that's the moon. Oh, never mind.
間に合いませんでした。隕石が地表に衝突します。
We were too late. The meteor is crashing into Earth's surface. What? What do you mean we were too late? We were gonna do something about this? Oh no! It can't be.
が跡形もなく潰されちゃうだなんて。
The mansion's vanished without a trace.
お姉様、サクヤ、どこにいるの？お願い、返事して。
Older sister, Sakuya, where are you? Please answer me.
お姉様。
It's over.
あれ？何がどうなっているの？
Huh? What just
ま
happened?
さかさっきのは夢だったってこと？
Could it be that all that was just a dream?
あらフラン、やっと起きたのね。うなされていたから心配したわよ。
Oh, Flandre, you finally woke up. You were groaning, so I was worried.
あ
Ah. Hmm?
フラン？
Flandre? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
何しているのフラン？花壇を壊しちゃダメよ。
What are you doing, Flandre? Don't destroy the flower
隕
beds.
石とか公務官誕生とかで頭の中がおかしくなりそうだから、とりあえず壊して整理しているわ。
I'm gonna go crazy thinking about meteors and the birth of the mansion, so I'm clearing my head by destroying.
え？どういうこと？
Huh? What do you mean? What the fuck are you talking about? 5 more wings. Well, there you go. We have made great progress here today. That's not true, but that's okay. The horse's plot. Return to the title. Hey, I did 2 story missions. Streamer, it really takes you 2 hours to do 2 story missions. Yeah, I guess it does. When you put it like that, that's pretty bad, isn't it? I'm really not going at a fast pace in this game at all, but that's okay. I'm pretty much treating it like a visual novel anyway, so there you go. We got new characters, we got more stories, we got fun, all fun. I love fun. Fun is all I love. But I'm, okay. Well, we'll see how far it goes. I'm on like stage 18, so I've made progress, but I don't know, man. It feels weird. I'm just waiting for the game to abruptly be like, you did it. It's over. Congratulations. And then I can, like, stop, I guess. But we'll see when we get there.